Hey everyone, it's the one and only magnificent bird, Beak, speaking to you today. And in today's video, I'm back at it with another Harry Potter Hogwarts mystery video, and this is going to be a Dragon's Quest Part 3. So we're still on this timed event, and as you can see, I did get some excess energy just by playing different parts of the game, by doing friend hangouts, feeding my magical creatures, and I was able to get some excess energy from those little things. So let's take a look at how many tasks we have. Damn, 5. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the Dragon Club to at least get started. Hopefully with 85 energy, we can at least get through this first part of part 3 before I have to go back down to natural energy. Okay, I think we're good. I thought I would have had to talk to some people, but here we are. Drew, may I assume that this is the amazing Mrs. Jones? Oh, I like this one. He thinks I'm amazing, and he's right. Yes, this is Miss Jones. She's here to help us with the broken statue. And the bludger? Taken care of. You needn't worry your precious Hufflepuff head about that wee bludger any longer. Flitwick uncursed the bludger with finite incartine whatever. We just have to worry about the statue. That is definitely broken. More broken than I was thinking. So broken that Reparo didn't even work on it. Of course it didn't work. The protective spells on that statue were some of the best I could buy. Do you think you could undo the spells? If you could, then maybe we wouldn't need to find a replacement. This is a most excellent idea, Drew. You know I'm rubbish at charms, Drew. I couldn't even uncurse my bludger. I paid someone to put those protection spells on the statue. I don't even know which ones she used. So then we're back to hoping Jay can find a replacement. Oh, here comes Jay. Good, you're all here. I've got good news and bad news. Which would you like to hear first? You might as well get the bad news out of the way first. Let's hear the bad news first. Get the negative part out of the way. Your pockets are going to be 300 galleons lighter. Okay, well I got 50,000 or 48,000 galleons, so I don't think that'll be much of a problem. But anyway, we asked for news, not for a Rudy prediction. If our pockets are going to be 300 galleons lighter, does that mean you found a replacement statue? That's right, bloke down in Nocturne Alley knows a guy. 300 galleons for a statue? I don't have that kind of money. Neither do I. Dueling competitions pay surprisingly little. I haggled it down from 500 galleons, but that's the best I could do, sorry. 500 galleons? That's quite a bit. What are we going to do now? Professor McGonagall is going to revoke everyone's club memberships. Wherever will Diego Kaplan practice his dueling now, his dancing? And where am I going to hide my contraband? Contraband? Contraband to what, sir? Oi, that's enough of that. You're Dragon Club members, aren't you? Yes. Well, yes, but no buts. Dragon Club members do not under any circumstance give up. Now listen up, you lot. I've got some words of wisdom for you. Jay, we got to know what that contraband is, sir. Because, like, come on, you're bringing contraband? What kind of contraband is it? Is it Coca-Cola? What is it? Probably not that, but, I don't know. Okay, listen to Miss Jones' pep talk. Hopefully we'll be able to complete it. We should be able to. Now, if it was an 8-hour one, I know we wouldn't. So let's see. Words of wisdom. Diego Kaplan will listen closely and absorb. Giving up is not an option, not while I'm around. Maybe we can get the statue replacement. The road to success is paved with blood, sweat, and tears. Get to paving. Oh. We couldn't possibly scrape together 300 galleons. But look at that. I have 48,700. Well, I don't know if that would be the same as coins because that is coins. But in my head, that the coins that I have is galleons. But anywho, you three are dragons. Do you hear me, dragons? Let me hear you roar. This is proving to be more inspiring than the time I meditated under a waterfall. Interesting. Do you see the statue? You were acting like it just broke. Miss Jones looks really fired up. Words of wisdom, okay. Giving up is not an option. I hope she doesn't stop talking. Every moment she is in one. Damn it, that went by too fast. I did not sign up for a motivational speech, but she is oddly compelling. There we go. We had more than just enough. Members of Dragon Club do not give up ever. Only through uniting do we realize our full potential. Only through cooperation do we soar. Now let me hear you roar. I'm not doing that. They're all roaring. I can't believe I'm doing this roar. Like a question mark. He's like, I don't know if I should do this, but he's gonna do it anyway. Smashing. Well done, each of you. Jay, tell that dodgy bloke that you met we'll get him his money. Because we're going to get his money. Failure is not a word in Diego Kaplan's dictionary. Drew, Diego, I want you to meet me at the 3 broomsticks when I call for you. I've got just the plan to get the money for the replacement statue. Okay. Talk to Miss Jones. I'll need some time to think over my plan. I'll send an owl when I'm ready. Well, you're going to be ready here in just a second, so... Talk to Miss Jones. Meet me at the 3 broomsticks and hurry. Okay, so this is part 2. Whippy, got a new one. Dennis and I just had to get away from the castle for a bit. Bilton, do you ever go home? Nope, that's his home. Hoo-hoo, I've not moved an inch since you last saw me. What? Oh, man. There are my 2 favorite dragons. And there is the most amazing Miss Jones. I'm so relieved to see you, Miss Jones. You said you had a plan to get the money for the replacement statue so we can save the clubs. Right to business. I like it. That's the fiery dragon spirit. Hell yeah. Club memberships are on the line, Miss Jones. We don't have time to just chat. The plan came to me after we spoke while I was doing my daily deadlifts. We'll hold a fundraiser. That's a good idea. A fundraiser? Yeah, a fundraiser to raise money. A magnificent idea. Splendid. Superb. I'm glad you agreed, Diego. What do you think about holding a fundraiser for the Dragon Club, Drew? Yeah, that's a good idea. I think it's a fantastic idea, Miss Jones. Holding a fundraiser is sure to help us get the money for the statue. My thoughts exactly. The Hollyhead Harpies held a fundraiser for new broomsticks last season. Alright, Miss Jones, we'll put on a fundraiser. And now we shall brainstorm a theme for the fundraiser. No idea shall escape the keen mental acuity of Diego Kaplan's mind. Nor mine. What are we waiting for then? Let's brainstorm. Okay, you know, if I had about 80 energy total at least, I would go ahead and... Well, no, wait a minute. Maybe we can. It's only about an hour. Okay, let's try. We got 32 energy. Okay, let's at least try to get this one done. Bilton, please go home. She's like, you can come back another day, but just go. The flames of this fireplace burn as bright as my... Dude, something to the Dragon Club. Damn, that went by too fast. Rosemerta, you can't just leave in the middle of my story. All this energy, this fire, I'm feeling very inspired. Diego Kaplan has an idea. What if we included a dueling tournament? Ooh, okay. I like that idea. We should feature every part of the Dragon Club. That's a good idea. Damn, am I going to have enough? I thought I would have enough. We could do a miniature Quidditch game. I'll absolutely destroy everyone. We will need tables for our... Will we need tables for our fundraiser? Damn, I only got 7? Damn, we had just enough. Maybe we should get the other clubs involved. Damn, we are going to have to stop it after this. So far we have a dueling tournament and a miniature Quidditch game. Both sound like great ideas. Dragon Club produces some of the best Quidditch players. We have to showcase that. A Dragon Club fundraiser would not be complete without dueling. I think both of you are right, which makes me think we should show off everything Dragon Club has to offer. That's a good idea. A Dragon Club relay, if you will. We can't do a miniature Quidditch game, but we could have a flying race through the Quidditch hoops. Smashing compromise, Drew. You have my approval. And then a dueling tournament isn't a bad idea, but dueling is what got us in this mess in the first place. Then we host a careful dueling tournament, one away from anything breakable. That sounds manageable. And dueling is a core part of the Dragon Club. We would be remiss not to include it. We have flying and dueling. That just leaves defense against the dark arts. What about that Jay bloke? If he can find a replacement statue, surely he can find some cursed objects. That's a brilliant idea, Miss Jones. The defense against the dark arts event would be uncursing cursed objects. An appropriate event, especially considering the Bludger debacle. I can ask Jay to produce us some cursed objects. He will not be able to resist my charm. Or my money. Fantastic, Diego. Thank you for volunteering. There's just one more thing missing from our Dragon Club relay. You're right, we need participants. That shouldn't be a problem, though. You can go ask the other clubs what they are called. The Scholastic Spinix Club and the Harmonious Hippogriff Club. That's it. I only ever focused on the Dragon Club, not much of an academic or nurturer. You have the perfect reason to get them to join. Right, their club memberships are also at stake. That's the perfect reason to get them to sign up for the relay. In that case, I think I'll start by paying a visit to the Spinix Club. I've got just the competitive witch in mind, Merla Snide. Oh boy, she's a tough crowd. Oh god, not Merla. Can it be anybody but Merla? Go to the Spinix Club. Let's head to Spinix Club. I haven't been in a while. So let's go to the Spinix Club and get the conversation started at least. And then I will have to stop it after that. And then I'll get back to it as soon as I'm able to. Okay, go to Spinix Club. Because now I'm back down to natural energy. So, which sucks, but it is what it is. I thought Spinix Club was going to be quiet today. How am I supposed to paint with all this noise? There is a 98.3% chance of this debate ending in a duel. Oh goodness. Uh-oh. Is Merla starting shit like always? Thanks for coming with me to the Spinix Club, Andre. Certainly, Curse Breaker. It's the least I can do after you saved me from that bludger. I'll also take any excuse to visit the Spinix Club. It's my secondary club, after all. That's why I'm hoping you'll be able to help me convince some Spinix Club members to join the Dragon Relay. We need students to participate in the relay, or we'll never get enough money to buy a replacement statue. And then Professor McGonagall will take away everyone's club privileges. That's quite the responsibility, Curse Breaker, but I'm sure you'll be successful. Did you have anyone from Spinix Club in mind for joining the Dragon Relay? I had the perfect witch in mind, someone who can't resist a challenge. You're not wrong about Merla being competitive. Looks like she and girl are having a row. Maybe we can convince them to duel it out at the Dragon Relay. Is this what it feels like to be Tonks or Tulip? I quite like this devious scheme of yours, Curse Breaker. Thank you. Now, let's try to convince them to join the Dragon Relay. You daft twit, girl. Obviously, the knee reversal hex is the best hex. Oi, the only one who's daft here is you muppet. Everyone knows that the best hex is something another. I don't know what that does. Merla, girl. I was hoping... I'll just call it Den. Do you hear yourself? You sound like a right proper idiot. That's rich coming from someone who calls themselves the most powerful witch at Hogwarts. That's it. Come here, you little... Hey, that's enough. Brilliant. You're here to ruin our friendly debate, Green. You call that a friendly debate? It looks like you two were going to start dueling. What's a friendly duel? What's a friendly debate without a little bloodshed? Oh my god. You belong in Slytherin with that attitude. Yeah, just look at that evil look, man. She's a future... She'll make someone a proud future Death Eater. If you're not here to moderate our debate, then leave us alone. Andre and I just wanted to ask if moderate our debate or get a move on. You heard her. Okay, I'll moderate your debate. Okay, so it's going to be 3 hours. So, yeah, I got to go ahead and end it. Well, stop it for now. But since I'm back on natural energy, I got to go ahead and end it. But I will be back as soon as I'm able to. So for you guys, it'll be just a second, but for me, it'll be a little bit. But nonetheless, I will be right back. Alright, everyone. I am back. So, let's go back to the Spinix Club so we can moderate this quote-unquote friendly debate that the girl and Merla were having. So, let's go ahead. And we definitely should be able to finish it. Yeah, so okay, there they are having their, what they call friendly debate. I'm glad you're here. They've been at this for almost an hour. So, there you go. That was really quick. So, if I understand correctly, Merla, you're saying that the knee reversal hex is best because it makes it hard to stand up. I'm glad you were listening for once, Green. And Mrs. I thinks that the Den is better because your teeth growing makes it harder to say incantations. Wow. Should I use smaller words next time? Will that help you understand, Andre? Come on, Green, just tell us which one wins the argument. Is it me or Mrs. I? You know what? Let's ruin both of their days and say it's a tie. Because I honestly don't give a shit. Honestly, I think it's a tie. The knee reversal hex is brutal, and Den is also useful in duels. A tie? We ask you for one thing, Drew, and you can't even do that. Pathetic. Because I don't give a shit. So fuck both of you. It seems this debate didn't work out. That might actually be best for me, as I have another solution. Perhaps you two could sign up for Dragon Club's Dragon Relay and duel it out. You'll be able to work out your frustrations and declare a true winner. Dragon Relay, does this have anything to do with you and Kaplan breaking that statue? It does. We're holding a fundraiser so that we can buy a replacement. And why would we want to help you? Professor McGonagall threatened to revoke everyone's club privileges if the statue doesn't get replaced. Fine, I'll join your stupid Dragon Relay. So will I, but only to beat Merla in a duel. Fantastic, I appreciate it. That's one club down, Cursebreaker. Good job. Which means I only have one left to talk to, Hippogriff Club. Okay, well, we're going to go talk to the Hippogriff Club, I'm assuming. Yeah, go to Hippogriff Club. Quick, let's get to Hippogriff Club before the prank is pinned on me. Nymphadora Tonks always wanting to prank somebody. Damn, like I say, her and Jake and Angry Grandma would get along. Especially her and Jake, because they always like pulling pranks on. Yeah, so both of them like pulling pranks on people. Especially Jake pulling all those pranks on Angry Grandma. Researching gum bubbles. Can't talk. Oh, you're here? I really should just go to the Owlery. Hi, Drew. Good luck with your mission to replace the Dragon Club statue. Let's at least talk to him. Woucher, Drew. Gathered some people too, just like you asked. Brilliant, Tonks. Thank you so much. We've got good old Charlie Weasley. Hi, Drew. Nice to see you at Hippogriff Club. Hi, Charlie. Good to see you, too. And then we've got Barnaby Lee. Hello, Drew. You're here in Hippogriff Club. Hi, Barnaby. I'll get right to it. Dragon Club is holding a fundraiser to replace a broken statue. If we don't replace the statue, then Professor McGonagall will revoke everyone's club privileges. Dragon Club is my primary club, so you can count on me being at the fundraiser, Drew. Knew you would come through for us, Charlie. What about you, Barnaby? There's a dueling event. Sorry, I can't. Is something wrong, Barnaby? He's been like this since I got here, but he won't tell anyone why. You'll all think it's silly and laugh at me. Everyone always does. We won't laugh at you. I've heard some incredibly stupid shit. Especially in today's modern world. I'm sure whatever you have to say won't be as dumb as half the shit I've heard. Barnaby, I promise that we won't laugh at you. Normally, I would say I can't make that promise, but I'll let this be the exception. You're our friend, Barnaby. We won't laugh. Well, alright, since you promised. Come on, Barnaby. Just tell us what's bothering you. I lost my lucky socks in this room, and I couldn't possibly compete in anything without them. I mean, that's not that stupid. Like, people out here saying that 007 woke light. I mean, First Light is an actual good Bond game. That's not James Bond. No, I don't give a fuck who you are. That's not James Bond. That's Twink Bond. That's more stupider than you losing your lucky socks. First Light is a insult to true 007 fans, in my opinion. And I don't have a way to play that game. And even if I did, I would never play that game. Nah. But anyway, just a little tangent on the direction that Amazon is going toward with James Bond. Well, quote-unquote James Bond, Twink Bond. Anyway, let's continue. Is that all? We can help you find them, Barnaby. Everyone spread out and keep an eye out for Barnaby's lucky socks. Oof. Well, even though I got full energy, I will be back to complete this. Damn, 8 hours. The fuck? Wow. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go for now. But rest assured, I will be back. I don't know when I'll be back, but I will be back nonetheless. For you guys, it'll be just a second, but for me, it'll be even longer than I was hoping. But I will be right back. All right, everyone, I am back, and let's go ahead and find Barnaby's Lucky Socks. So, we should be able to finish it. So, we got just under 3 hours left to go, so if I'm correct, we should be able to complete it. Yes, we can complete it right now. Lucky Socks, where are you? I hope we're able to find Barnaby's Lucky Socks. If I was Barnaby, where would I lose my socks? There we go. We got that one finally complete. That was a long one. 8 hours. But, yeah, let's go ahead and continue. There we go. There's your Lucky Socks. Good, 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 good. Barnaby, I think I found your lucky socks. That's it. Those are my lucky socks. You're a lifesaver, Drew. Now that Drew's found your socks, will you join the Dragon Relay? Definitely. Diego better watch out for my dueling skills. That's fantastic to hear. Now that I've got members of Spinix and Hippogriff Club on board, the Dragon Relay can move forward. Professor McGonagall is going to be so surprised by all the work you've done, Drew. Tonks, you're a genius. Of course I am, but what for this time? If I tell Professor McGonagall about the fundraiser, she'll see how serious Diego and I are about fixing our mistake. It's decided. I've got to talk to Professor McGonagall about the Dragon Relay. Okay. Talk to McGonagall. We can speak now, but be quick. I have a class soon. Okay, so I'll have to we can at least talk to McGonagall. Then I'm going to end it for a couple of reasons. At this point, it's really late right now. And I will get back to finishing it as soon as I'm able to. Okay, let's talk to McGonagall. What can I do for you, Mr. Green and Mr. Kaplan? Your message mentioned the Dragon Club. Diego and I are here to tell you about how we plan to replace the statue that we broke. It is a foolproof plan. The amazing Miss Jones helped us put it together. I will be the judge of that, Mr. Kaplan. It's all right, Professor McGonagall. Diego and I would like to pitch our idea to you. Of course, Mr. Green, let's hear your idea. Okay, so 3 hours versus 8. Not as grueling. But like I said, right now, it's like super late right at this very moment. So I'm going to go ahead and save it, and I am going to stop it for now, but I will be back nonetheless. So, like I said, right now, I will be back as soon as I can to conclude part 3 of A Dragon's Quest, so we can finally get to the final part. So, for you guys, it'll be just a second, but for me, again, I'll get to it when I can, but nonetheless, I will definitely get to it. Until then, I will be right back. All right, everyone, I am back, and let's go ahead and go to the Transfiguration classroom. That way, we can get done talking to Professor McGonagall, and that way we can wrap up part 3 I don't care about that special pack, whatever it is. Really don't care. Let's finish this so we can get to the end of part 3 before we move on to the final part of this timed event. Okay, excellent. Here we go. Here we go, man. Already? Really? I'm gonna try it twice. If it don't go away, I'll end it and I'll be back whenever the hell I get a connection. I don't know why this is popping up already. I don't know. Okay, then. I'm gonna go ahead and end it for now, but I will be back once I get a connection. Alright, we are back. Sorry about that interruption, so let's go ahead and do this. I do hope you two have taken everything into account. Drew and I have already cleaned up the Dragon Club. It's spotless. We want to represent everything that makes Dragon Club, well, Dragon Club. Okay, sometime this year would be nice. Let's get through this. I have a feeling. Hopefully I'll be wrong, but I have a feeling. We plan to have 3 separate events for our fundraiser based on the core parts of Dragon Club. To represent defense against the dark arts, we'll have an event where participants can uncurse items. Then for Quidditch and flying, we'll set up a miniature race through the Quidditch hoops. And finally, a dueling event, a safe one of course, that will be carefully monitored. We've already gotten members from Spinix Club and Hippogriff Club to join as participants. What do you think, Professor McGonagall? It's a good idea, no? It's a respectable idea in theory. However, what will you do if your fundraiser doesn't work and the statue doesn't get replaced? Oh, it will work. I have faith that our fundraiser will work, Professor McGonagall. All the work we've done guarantees our success. Interesting. What's that, Professor? I was once quite lenient with a club. Oh, okay. In that particular case, the honesty of the club members is what saved them. In this case, it seems your tenacity may be what helps you. Does that mean we can hold the fundraiser? It does, Mr. Green. However, the consequences remain. If you fail to replace the statue, club privileges could be revoked for everyone. We understand, Professor McGonagall. Good. Best of luck then, you two. You have a lot of work ahead of you. Come on, Diego. We've got to go set up for the Dragon Relay fundraiser. To the Dragon Club room. Alright, there we go. A Dragon's Quest Part 3 complete. A Dragon's Quest Part 4. It's time to get ready for the Dragon Relay. Will you get enough money to buy a replacement statue? And just where is Mrs. Jones? Yeah, where is that Mrs. Jones at? I don't know. We'll find out in Part 4. As I'm going to get ready to end it anyway, as to mark the ending of Part 3. Set up for the fundraiser. There's a dueling lesson I must teach. When I'm done, I'll send you an owl. Well, that's perfect timing, because this is going to conclude the end of Part 3. So, fitting that I'm going to go ahead and end it anyway. Okay, well, I'll just save it. I don't know. Sometimes I'll hit the save button and it won't save. It's weird. It's really fucking weird. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end Part 3 of this timed event, and I will be back as humanly possible as soon as I can for Part 4. I don't know when that will be, but I will be back for Part 4, and I just want to thank each and every one of you for your continued support and for stopping by. And no matter if you're an OG subscriber or if you are a newer subscriber, I appreciate each and every one of you just the same. And I am Buckbeak, and I'm gonna go fly away back to my nest. Until next time, bye guys.